Oh, I don't have a spade. That's okay. I only want to fill my plant pots.
No spade. Where am I? Oh, I'm still in... Okay. I know where I'm at. Let's do this. Let's get this. And move it down here.
Okay, it's doing all of
And
them.
then
Excellent.
we'll do that with hers. And move that down here as well. Just go down a little bit.
Yeah, go away.
It'll work. All right, cool. Hopefully the audio will be a little bit better and more balanced, and I now know how to switch over, and because I can control it hardware wise now in case we need to alter anything.
Yeah.
So that's good news. Let me run an ad on Twitch real quick to get my pre-rolls shut down.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I have to look up, what am I looking up?
Take this knife.
This.
And this mind room. Okay.
All right. Remington is...
Do you mean where? Do you want to know where it is, or?
Okay, I found it again.
Uh.
All right. So that's where that house portal is. Because Taverley is... Where's the house portal in Taverley? There. Trying to decide which house portal would be better, or which house would be the better one to go to.
What was I doing for crafting? Oh, I know. I know what I was doing.
But there's no bank in Taverley, is there?
No, not in this game. There's not.
Well, there isn't a bank in Remington either.
No, I think the closest one's probably Falador. The East Bank in Falador, which is pretty far.
So Remington would be Falador. Taverley would also be Falador, but a lot closer.
Yeah.
Oh, but I need to have at least construction 10 to get the one in Taverley. What construction level am I? 1.
Yeah, you have to start in Remington.
Yeah. I was hoping to be able to start in Taverley.
Nope, not in this one.
Well, you technically can.
You can.
Like, I could start there, but I'd have to figure out how to get 10 construction first.
Yeah. Maybe there's quests with construction experience?
That's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Daddy's Home will give me 400 experience, but after that, there isn't really anything I can do that doesn't have other insane requirements for quests rewarding construction.
How far 400 points would you get you?
I don't know, but I have to do that anyway because it's the Daddy's Home quest, which I think I have. Do I have to do that before I do Build their own houses and provide furniture for them. To begin construction, players must buy a house from one of the real estate agents. Start a house will cost 1,000 coins and be in Remington. Oh, okay. A level 40 magic spell can then be used to teleport to the house, or a house tablet can be used. 40 magic to teleport to player-owned home? Jesus.
Yeah, I have 31.
So the first step to construction skill is buying a player on a house. It costs 1,000 coins and bought by talking to a real estate agent. Alternatively, players can complete the mini quest Daddy's Home, earning a house as a reward. How bad is Daddy's Home? 10 planks, 5 bolts of cloth, 16 nails of any type, a hammer, a saw, and I gotta start at Varric. Alright, do I have...
4 more crafting levels and like 8 woodcutting levels. Not sure I'm gonna get that today. Because this is the fastest way I know to get crafting XP. And it still takes forever.
We don't have any bolts of cloth. Where do I buy bolts of cloth at?
I think you can buy them. Is there a guy next to the house portal in Remington? Either there.
Oh, it can
or
be
I think
bought from the
there's
sawmill.
Oh, okay, that's far up there.
Yeah, but I have to go there anyway. Well, I mean, I guess...
You can't buy them noted, though.
16 nails of any type. More recommended as nails bend when building furniture. So 100 is recommended for level 1 construction. Obtainable also from the sawmill during the quest. So I think I'm going to have to go...
I might be able to smith some.
I am going to have to go up to the sawmill.
Yeah.
Anyway.
To get planks.
655. Jesus. All right. Can you buy planks directly from, or do I have to bring? It's probably
I think
better
you have
than
to take wood.
Bring my own.
Yeah, you have to take logs, and then I don't know how much it is for him to turn it into planks for you.
Well, let's do this first then. How do I get out of here? What's the best way to get back to...
Do the home teleport and then do the canoe, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Just because of how far I have to go. Ooh, not prayer magic.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Oh, congratulations on strength 30.
Thank you. Now I'm switching back to attack.
All right, well, let's see how far this takes me. I might have to do a money run before I can do this.
Yeah. I can dump some. I should have some in a bit here because I'll have a bunch of holy symbols made and I'll sell them.
Well, you're going to want to be able to do this too, so...
At
I
some
mean,
point, not anytime soon.
you're not doing your player on home?
Not in the foreseeable future, no.
Is it a waste of my time to do it?
No, it's not a priority for me.
Because I thought there was a whole bunch of, like, movement and those kind of options that you can get from player-owned home.
I think there are, but I don't really care about that.
Huh.
Right now.
Oh, man. Driving for 2 hours and then sitting down here, my back is not happy with me.
Yeah.
And then I get to turn around and do it all over again.
Yep. That's fun.
Because, yeah, I'll have a hard out at, well, probably a little bit before 8, because I have to leave by 8.
Yeah.
And then we're changing up a little bit about what we're doing for Sunday.
Do it in the evening instead.
That's what I was thinking, is doing it later in the day. Because we're going to Brick World on Sunday, so we'll do it when we get back from Brick World.
Yep.
Where was this? Oh, okay, it's still up further.
Here we go. Good grief. Even with the door shut, they're loud.
So he's
Ooh, I
talked
can now
to
make hard leather.
Marlowe.
Make hard leather armor now.
Dang. Varick Branch Mahogany Homes, Gillimer's first construction company. Do a little favor. Yup. House is really decrepit. Need someone to rip out broken furniture, build them some better stuff. I'll pay if you can do it. Yes.
Oh. Like a contract type thing?
Yep. Nothing too hard. Just to rip out broken furniture, then build replacements. Dad will talk you through it. He's a retired carpenter himself. He loves talking about construction. Tomorrow lives, and I'll do the job. Heck yeah. Southeast of Varick, west of Aubrey's Rune Shop. His name is Yarlow. So Marlowe's dad's name is Yarlow. Old Man Yarlow, they call him. You can tell when the script writers phoned it in. All right, well. So we're going to get a couple of cutscenes. So we're going to need 3 bolts of cloth, nails, planks, which I have the wood, the regular logs for planks, the wax wood, and a pile of nails. Okay. Let's go find Yarlow.
Might try the hard leather armor real quick.
Where is he at? He is...
See what kind of XP I get out of that.
Old Man Yarlow. This is a very decrepit house. Jesus Christ. Marlo sent me to fix your furniture. My boy Marlo sent you. Yes, you've come help with my furniture. It's terrible state. Removing all the tatty old furniture. There are 2 stools, 2 tables, a chair, and a rotten carpet to replace. I need a better bed, too. Let me know when you've removed all the old furniture. Demolish the broken table.
I have a
Demolish
crappy
the
son.
stool. Demolish the chair. Remove the bed. Search the crates in the kitchen to receive waxwood logs to bring to the sawmill. All right, well.
Oh, that's not a cow. Oh well. Got a little click happy. Ensouled goblin head. What? I got an ensouled goblin head. It's kind of weird, but okay.
Remove rotten carpet. All right, chair, carpet, 2 tables, 2 stools. It is camp bed. Two tables. There's a stool, a chair. Here's the other stool. 2 stools. 2 tables, 2 stools, a wooden chair, a bed, and carpet. 2, 2, 1, and 1, 1. Yeah. Finish removing all the old furniture. Alright, you see, I used to be a carpenter myself before the arthritis got me. Such wonderful things I could build. Let me tell you about the things construction can do for you. Construction and you. A cutscene.
Sounds like a pyramid scheme.
As a builder in your own house, you can create your own rooms full of furniture. A house may start out very basic, but in building mode, you'll see what you can add to it. Oh, so this is a nice little tutorial.
Nice little timeshare opportunity.
With fancier options as your construction level rises. Oh shit, I'm gonna need to find a hammer and a saw as well. I think I have them in my bank.
There should be at least a hammer in the group storage.
I think I've got enough hammers. You can add a lot more rooms, build furniture too, unlocking really handy features. For example, in a study, you could build a lectern for creating spell tablets, powerful items that can cast spells without runes. You could sell your tablets to other people too. I cannot, for I am an Ironman. Teleport Nexus can take you a huge range of destinations, making your home a powerful travel hub, which is why I want this. Show your dedication to the gods by building an altar where you can sacrifice bones for bonus prayer XP.
That's creepy.
Do they allow us to build a Zamorak? Because that's the only way I want to do that. With a regeneration pool, you can get healed quickly before you teleport back into action. Cool. The East Estate agents can redecorate your house in different styles if you want something a bit more impressive. Oh, I didn't know that. Of course, to make your house truly feel like home, you can fill it with adorable critters.
Adorable critters?
Yeah, I don't think that's adorable. That's terrible. And drop your guests into monster pit beneath your throne room.
Now
That's
we're
actually
talking.
funny. All this could be yours if you train construction. All this and more.
For the low cost of
No.
$39.99.95.
I was just getting that right. But wait, there's more. If you call now, we'll throw in this perfect opportunity for a slap chop. I was just getting around to telling you about the furniture I want you to build for me. For a start, I'd like 2 new steel stools, 2 new tables, and a new chair. Some basic wooden planks and some nails should do for those. I won't ask anything more fancy. They only get stolen anyway in this neighborhood. I want a new carpet too. They can really change the atmosphere of a room, you know. If you know, you know. You can buy cloth at the sawmill to make one. Wonderful. Now, for the bed. I got something special in mind. This town's quite damp, and I don't want moisture rising up the bed for my blankets. But I've found some wood that resists water. Sweet. Those abandoned crates in the kitchen were here when I moved in. I found they contained waxwood logs. Waxwood isn't enough for carpentry, but it resists water, so I want a bed made from that. You'll take 3 logs from the crate to the sawmill. The chap there will turn them into planks if you mention my name. I've known his family for years. Sweet. I think that's everything. 2 stools, 2 tables, a chair, a bed, and a carpet. Off you trot, young man. I'll be here if you have any questions. Great. All right. Let's see. Search crates.
Going back to the holy molds, because
3
those
waxwood
hard leather
logs.
bodies were like 35 each.
All right.
XP.
I'm going to need 10 planks total, so I have 10 logs to make planks. I'm going to need to roll north and hit up hit up the bank to get a hammer and saw. Then I'm going to need 5 bolts of cloth. Let's see here. Hammer. All right. I have 1 hammer here. I don't think I have a saw in my... Well, hang on. Where's the search function?
I'm not sure where you get a saw from.
Apparently there's one that I can pick up at somewhere on the quest. So probably there'll be one laying around the sawmill somewhere, I'm guessing. All right. Well, there's no saw in either banks. So let's head out to the sawmill. Sawmill is out where the Forthy is in 3, right?
That is correct.
I do remember there being a sawmill there at one point in time in 3.
Yeah, before they introduced the fort, it was the sawmill.
Yeah, because it was a kitten quest of chasing kittens around the sawmill. All right, let's talk to the sawmill operator. I make planks from wood, oak, teak, and mahogany logs. Buy some other housing supplies. Make me some planks. All right, let's do the wood first. Let's do planks. The waxwood. There we go. Let's do buy housing supplies. Let me get... Those are bronze. Those are iron. Which ones should I get? Nails of any type.
Nails? Oh, nails.
All right. Five bolts of Oh yeah, you can buy a saw from him. All right. Let's see. I have nails, 5 bolts of cloth. I have the planks that I need, and those planks that I need. Right. And apparently I now have sawdust. I don't know if I need that or not, but it's mine, so I'm picking it up.
I don't think so. Unlike Minecraft, you can't make cardboard with it.
I wasn't looking to make cardboard. I was hoping I could use it for, like, burning it for XP or some shit.
Explosions.
Go light the ham fucks on fire.
Oh, I tried that. Their stage won't burn down.
Well, see, that's where you're looking too small.
I also tried to use my tinderbox on them. It also did not work.
Now I build the furniture. So let's build a table. The amount of nails that I am bending, I am so glad that I bought 100 of these. Hey, Canadian, it is going fairly well. We're in a little early tonight because I have a hard out to go pick up a kid from a Halloween party or whatever that's like 45 minutes, an hour away. So I am working on building, going through to get a player-owned home built. Build the stool. So I'm doing the Daddy's Home. Such an unfortunate name for a quest. Anyway, I'm doing the Daddy's Home quest.
And I'm working on crafting and woodcutting because I want to do Lost City at some point so I can make cosmic runes.
The amount of nails that I am bending is absolutely atrocious. Waxwood bed. Let's see. Oh, that was actually pretty good. Fire pit tree, decorative rock, cat blanket. Oh, nice. All right. And let's build the carpet hotspot. And use the rest of the bolts of cloth. Total level are we both? I am total level 476.
I'm combat 38 and total level 554.
Oh yeah, combat level I am 31.95. All right. So we built all the shits that we need to build, and I bought 65 more nails than I needed, but I bought steel nails because I'll be needing them for my player-owned home.
Yeah.
Let's talk to this dude. That's everything. Thank you so much, young man. Trot off back to my boy Marlowe now. He'll have something for you. Back to Marlowe. So I got done with Yarlow, and I go back to Marlowe because that's apparently what we're naming people these days. Just doing that little quick mini quest, though. I am now level 6 construction, and I'll probably go up even higher after I talk to Marlowe.
There you go. Hopefully you'll be 10.
Well, I get a free house this way, so I'm going to end up in Remington to start with. Finish a new building. That's wonderful news. Dad's going to be so much happier. I'm so grateful, and I promise to pay you for your work. Yeah, what do you got for me? Can't spare much money, but I persuaded the estate agent. Let me give you a house of your own. You'll be able to decorate it like you did for my dad's house. Normally a house costs 1,000 coins. That's a bit of a savings. Also got a crate of supplies to help you decorate. Oh, sweet. I get a crate of supplies. I've included some handy spell tablets that'll take you to your house to cut down the walking a bit, as well as one for visiting my boss in Falador. Let me tell you some tricks of the trade, too. Creative supplies, a book about how to use them, 400 construction XP. You also have a house in Remington where you can start building. And now I am construction level 8.
Nice.
Not high enough yet.
No, but almost.
Move my house to where I want to move it to, which is in Taverley.
Why do you want to have it there?
Because it's about 40 times faster to walk to.
Oh.
From a bank. Unless you can build a bank in your house.
I don't think so.
Because
closer than that.
Well, Taverley's home is just to the north gate of Taverley. To the Falador Bank is closer than the Falador Bank down in Remington. Because you have to go around the moat.
If you run straight south, you can jump over that wall. The crumbling wall by Falador.
The Underwell Tunnel? At level 26?
No, crumbling wall on the west wall by the bank.
Yeah.
Kind of south of the bank.
Yeah, I guess that would be faster because then you just could run past the crafting guild and stuff. Actually, there's a vein of copper, tin, iron, and coal vein right there too. That's really close to a bank. I really hope that didn't come out through. Oh, Canadian, how is the balance of audio tonight? So I'm not sure you were here when we were talking about that the other night. Okay. If you have a bank pin, you must enter it. Building mode, ghostly shapes of furniture, doorways appear, hot spots, blah, 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 blah. All right, well, let's go check this out. I'm really curious. What's in my 25 planks, 10 oak planks, 5 steel bars, 50 mithril nails, 5 teleports to house, and 1 Falador teleport, 8 bolts of cloth. Nice. Unfortunately, the noted shit needs to be... I can't use noted stuff for construction. Keep those house tabs. They will be nice. Yeah, I'm not going to use the house tabs.
There might... In the general store south of the Remington portal, there might be a guy that can unnote your stuff for you.
Well, I'm still in Falador, so I just went to the bank.
Okay.
Keep that out for now. Put you away. Construction guide I'll keep on me for now. Probably put you away. I don't know what the steel bars would be used for, but we'll go ahead and pull those out as well. We'll put the axe away. We'll pull that out. It's basically 5 free teleports to Remington or wherever you have your house set, so you can turn it into a teleport tab to any house locations once you move the house. Yep, that's what I was kind of thinking. That was the plan. All right, I'm in Falador, or I'm in Varric. I need to go east and then south. Pharrell. Yeah, have it. We're on a walking mission. Because I'm not going to waste one of those teleports at the moment.
Nope.
Eventually, I'm sure I'll waste a teleport, but not right now.
I think there's a teleport to house. Ooh, level 40. There's a Falador teleport at 37.
Yeah, those require runes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's no rune bag where you can have a single bag with multiple runes in it for that kind of stuff, right? You
Not
just
that I
have
know
to
of.
carry law runes and whatever the runes that you need.
Yeah.
Is it
There
just
could
law
be,
runes?
but no, you need law runes, and depending on the spell, it's a different combination of other runes.
Yeah.
So I know Varric is law, air, and fire.
Yeah, so you pretty much just need a full inventory of runes. Jessica Berger, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. My day is going well. We started kicking off doing player-owned home. So I'm just playing around with that at the moment. Where am I in conjunction for I need to be? Okay, I need to go west. There's an item you can get that can store a few types of runes for you to save on inventory space. Yeah, this game is inventory management simulator. I've learned that. And there's a lot of if you don't know, you don't know.
Well, it's 20 years of updates.
Yeah, no,
20 plus years of.
I'm not upset about it. It's not as I mean, it's hard when RuneScape 3 is the only other MMO I've ever played. I've never played an MMO that wasn't put out by Jagex, which is a very interesting thing to me. All right, let's go to building mode.
Got a scorpion head.
Sweet, look at this place. If you ask me RS related questions, let me know. I'll try to help. Yeah, I mean, between people like you and the wiki and the wife who's played for 20 plus years, I mean, not necessarily all old school the whole time, and there's a lot of things that are different now.
Like, I know some old school content, but there's a lot of newer stuff I don't.
So I can make fireplace. There's bookcases. All right. Door hotspot. What can I build here? A parlor. Oh, I'm gonna need coins for all this shit? Jesus Christ. All right, never mind. I will not be doing I will not be doing things in the player owned home. Let's see. Parlor and garden is 1,000 coins just to build up the thing. A kitchen is 5,000 and dining room is 5,000. The workshop and bedrooms are 10,000 coins. A hall in the league hall are 15,000. Game room, combat room, and quest trophies hall are 25,000 each. The menagerie is 30,000 coins. Study and costume room and chapel are 50,000. The portal chamber is 100,000 coins. Oh, the formal garden's only 75,000. Throne room and Olipete or whatever, 150,000 coins to build. The portal nexus is 200,000, and the treasure room is 250,000. Yeah. Well, that was a good run. We're going to go ahead and figure out something else to do today.
I guess you could work on magic to get teleports.
Yep, apparently I'm going to be getting on magic going. Actually, what was... Let me look at what some of the requirements coming up for some of these quests that we want to do. Feathers, which I have plenty of. Probably more essences.
You should have... Wait, is it here you got a ton of essence? I think it's this one.
I gave it, put it in the... hopefully it's still there.
It should be.
I gave it
the
to...
runes I've been making was in Guardians of the Rift. Oop. Really wish I could catch that nature impling.
Let's see, 25 agility, which I have 26, and 20 cooking, which I am... That's fire making. Where's my cooking levels? Oh, it's the pot, 28. All right. So I can do Ghost Ahoy.
That might be good.
Lost City, I need 31 crafting and 36 wood cutting.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on right now.
11 crafting? Oh, I gotta go get leather.
Once you get up a ways, you can make these silver holy symbols, which is what I'm doing.
A quest
Which is annoying,
recommendation. I will take quest recommendations. Probably won't get till Sunday, but I will absolutely take quest recommendations. Oh, I got all these leather cowls I can freaking sell somewhere. Who buys leather cowls?
Probably a general store.
Is there a general store in freaking Falador?
I don't think so.
There's a chainmail shop. A shield shop. Mace shop. North Valley? Unsure what that means. The shield shop? It can't be the shield. Is North Valley Falador? And can we be a little bit more specific on...
Is that maybe the general store? It
Probably.
should have like a clay pot icon.
There's a hairdresser just north of me. Flynn? Can't sell this
Waterfall
there.
quest?
Ah, the shop assistant. I see where it is. Trade with the shopkeeper. How much am I getting out of these? 9 coins each. Eh. Alright.
Canadian said waterfall quest. 20 coins. Alright, I'm gonna hop. I think it's this one. I'm gonna hop worlds real quick and then come back.
waterfall quest. Fairly short quest for lots of combat. You get 30 attack and strength just from the quest alone. No boss fights. Interesting. That will go on the list.
There we go.
If it's not on there already. Yep, it's on the list. It's an intermediate short. Yeah.
I can move it up higher.
I'll just highlight it a different color so I can remember it. There we go. Yeah, absolutely. I have that marked in on a quest to do. So that'll be on my list. That's actually kind of a cool one. Just bring food to tank some monsters. You gotta run. You don't have to fight them. Oh, okay, cool. Jumpside, thank you so much for the recommend on what I was doing wrong there. I highly appreciate. What was I gonna do? I was gonna do something. Oh, I know what I'll do. Where's my pickaxe? Iron. I have a better pickaxe than iron, don't I? Bronze. Yes. There's my mithril pickaxe. Armor. Can I use a mithril pickaxe?
Be able to run better without all this armor on.
32? I should be able to. Am I wearing anything? No, I'm not wearing anything. I have been enjoying the game. I've been playing RS3 for 3 years now. And I've enjoyed that. I'm very much enjoying old school.
You've been playing 3 for like 5 years.
Yeah, I just got my 5-year cape a couple months ago. But that's the first time I've ever played MMOs. So I wasn't someone who came from WoW or a different MMO or anything. Legitimately, first time playing an MMO was RuneScape 3 a few years ago. And while this is definitely not the same game, having my only experience of MMOs being Jagex is interesting. RS3 is real fun. Yeah, I had taken kind of a break from it for a while, and then the League kind of got me back into it. So we've been playing League together for a little while now, and I've been enjoying that. I just spent pretty much 2 days straight in the rune span, so that was fun. There's only a handful, like everyone talks about the quality of life differences, and there's only a couple of, honestly, there's only a couple things I would adopt into here from, like, legitimately adopt, not being, you know, too greedy from RS3. I don't mind that there is no tool belt. That's, you know, having to grab your tools to come do stuff, fine, I get it. But I would really appreciate having, I think I'd appreciate a lot more being able to have a coin pouch. And there was one other thing that I was really kind of missing.
Lodestones?
No, even the lodestones, as annoying as having to run around for everything is, I can do without. I just had it a second ago. I was thinking about it. But yeah, coin pouch is the big one. Oh, the ore banks at furnaces.
Oh, yeah.
Being able to have the ore bank at furnaces would be so nice. Even if you didn't have a furnace and an anvil in the same place to force to go grab and carry the ingots,
yeah,
having the ore bank at furnaces would be really nice.
Yep.
But beyond that kind of stuff, I'm like, it's not that big of a deal. I'm not overtly frustrated with a whole lot in this game. What is this one? Fishing line. Dude, I really need to do something about my bank.
Weren't you gonna clean it out?
Maybe I should color code it.
Yes.
Pull a walnut, do it color coded. Or I don't know. I don't know how, like, I just dropped all this iron ore in. I don't know where it went now. Oh, there's my iron ore. Differences soon. For example, the best way to smelt in OSRS is using a blast furnace, a mini game type of smelting. Blast furnace? What the holy hell is a blast furnace? Members only mini game in Keldagram that involves smelting bars in bulk. The furnace here only requires half as much coal as compared to a usual one, which is useful for smelting high tier ores that require more coal. $2,500 coins per 10 minutes of use?
Yikes.
I mean, once you get 60 smithing, that allows you to skip the fee.
It could be faster just to do it how we're doing it than to try to make that money on Ironman.
Yeah, being Iron Man, I don't have a lot of money to burn. I mean, eventually maybe I will, but that's painful. Start thieving? I had started thieving. I mean, I'm up to 40 thieving. There's the thieving mini game where you make the money, where you go into the nice people's places. What level of thieving do you have to be to do that?
50.
50. I might go finish out my thieving then. Sounds like robbery to me. Yeah.
It's okay, they're rich.
Blackjacking all the way to 88. Painful as hell, but made around 4 or 5 mil doing it. Worth it? Huh. Might have to look into that. Dude, coal rocks take forever to come back.
Mm-hmm. What mining level are you?
32.
I wonder how much we need for the mother lode mine. There he is. 30.
30 for the mother lode mine?
Mm-hmm. I could introduce you to that.
The Dwarven Mine offer low intensity mining training to mine lower level 57 and for the upper level after it's unlocked. Is there a bank down there to be able to drop your stuff off?
I think so. Yes, there is.
Because I was doing this. That's the stuff just west of. Bank deposit down there. Okay, cool. That's why I'm just west of frickin' Falador because of this. So what do I have to do to get into the Dwarven Mine?
Oh, I think that's the crafting I need for my quest. Yes, now I can switch to woodcutting. There's 30 you have to get into the mother lode mine.
Uh-oh, what's Postal Pete want? Message from you from Molly. She needs your help urgently. Sure. Tell her to get stuffed. I mean, yes, sure, I'll do this.
Pop balloons. Or it's the claw game one.
Oh, let's go talk to Molly and find out. Thanks for coming. I didn't have much of a choice. It's my evil twin sister. She's been gallivanting around Gillinor committing crimes, and now I'm getting the blame. Through that door is a room with a cage and a control panel that operates a giant mechanical claw.
The claw.
The claw. I lured my sister into the room so I could imprison her in the cage via using the claw. The problem is my sister managed to herd some innocent civilians in there with her. Oh, wonderful. So what do you want me to do? Use the claw to catch my sister. Why don't you fucking do it? When she's in prison, she won't be causing me any more bother. Fabulous. Take a long look at me because the door will be locked behind you. My evil twin looks exactly like me, even her clothes. Alright. So... I feel like she's gaslighting you and she's the evil one. Yeah, well... So is it Molly and Holly? I thought about this one for years. The magic powering the claw is running low, so you only have 2 attempts to catch her? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'd like to know what the controls are. Good person wouldn't put the other good people in harm's way. So when you turn the machine on, you'll see the glowing mark on the floor where the claw is currently aiming. And you'll see a lever and a button on the right-hand side of your screen. To move the claw's current location, click on the direction you want it to move in as indicated on the right-hand panel. You'll know which way the claw will go as the lever will point the way to show you. See someone on top of the glowing mark, then hit the button on the right-hand panel, and this will send the claw down and pick them up. Do be careful, make sure there is someone on the mark and not just walking past it. I'll make sure that person is my sister so you don't end up catching a random civilian. Happy Friday, Nick. She's being nice to me, therefore that's evil by my logic. Oh, yeah. Does that help? No, but we'll figure this out. Good luck. Oh. All right, green. Light green. Oh, motherfuck.
What?
They're all green.
Light green shirt, green skirt, and hair in a bun, it looks like. There's a delay on the stream.
Yeah, well, they're all light green shirt and green skirt. All right, whatever.
Short skirt.
Let's see here.
There's a light green short skirt.
Yeah, no, I see who it is now.
And brown hair. Okay. Why does she have them in this underground torture chamber to begin with? Like, if they're innocent civilians, why do you have them locked up there? A cooked trout.
Ah, damn it, almost had her.
Charlie. This motherfucker always wants fish. I don't even know if I have cooked trout or raw trout.
Why is the cage golden to the evil twins a freak for real? Well done, you've managed to capture my sister. Good, so you're gonna let the other civilians go now?
Hell no.
Come next door and talk to me. You better give me a goddamn prize or I'm stabbing you in the neck.
She usually gives you gems.
For many years I had to put up with her, now she's locked up for good. So we're kidnapping now.
She was already locked up.
Thank you for your help. Take this as a reward. I got 2 fucking uncut diamonds.
Reldo!
I'm going back to Coal Rocks.
Gots to go talk to Reldo. But
For
first
good.
I need a shovel.
AKA the next time you get summoned for the same thing.
Yeah, her prison isn't very sturdy, apparently.
Evil twin must have a good lawyer to keep getting released from prison.
Do I not have a shovel? Oh, I have 4 of them. Ah, there we go. Alright, Reldo.
She keeps getting pardoned for stuff. It would happen if I ended up just capturing a whole bunch of random civilians and being like, well, I'm here for my evil twin. It's the name of the guy with the... What's up?
They all look familiar. They all look similar. One is my evil twin. I can't tell which. Let me kidnap another person to find them for me.
It's the meme with the guy in the baby hippo or whatever saying there's no way it could escape as it walks through the bars of its enclosure. Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. It's like, well, that's one way of doing it. Like, you had to build a claw machine. You look at these ladies, 2 diamonds. Catch my coin. Done. Yeah. Just give me a club and I'll go hunt her down and club her in the back of the head for 2 diamonds. You could have saved a lot of money on that claw machine.
Maybe she uses it for other stuff.
Hey, all right. Yeah, that's a very good point, and we shouldn't kink shame.
I feel like it would be much more effective if instead of a prison cell, you dropped her evil twin into a wood chipper.
That's a little on the more. That's not any more morbid than I was going to go with it, but who has a better offer than whatever she's paying me? Oh man, could you imagine if this thing was open world enough with like AI targets where you could go negotiate with her sister and be like, "Hey, look, your sister's going to pay me 2 diamonds to capture you. What will you give me in return?" We were watching stream, what was that, last week? When that vampire game, that new vampire game that utilizes...
yeah, that was cool.
It utilizes conversational AI and voice inputs to... You pretty much have to go like door to door and convince people, let you into their house to, so you can vampire them or whatever. But it would utilize your inputs and then utilizing the conversational AI stuff to respond back. And so you actually have to go through and convince these people to let you in and then they give you context clues of what their personalities are so that you can mimic alongside and convince them. It's kind of like the social engineering with AI. And it was a really cool, I thought it was a really cool concept. And that got me down the path of thinking, man, that type of technology could revolutionize NPCs in open world games forever. Could you imagine being able to negotiate with NPCs in like GTA or Elder, like, what was that? Elder Scrolls 6, whenever it comes out, whatever it's going to be called, being able to go and actually have conversations with NPCs. That would be so much fun. Going in deep. What do you mean by that, Ryan? I just think it would be fun to do. Like, it opens up a whole new world in the gaming sphere. And for immersion and interaction. That way I don't have to go and talk about how someone used to be an adventurer and then they took an arrow to the knee for the 10,000th time. I don't know. I just think it'd be interesting.
There we go. All right. So yeah, I gotta find out. Cold, but colder than last time. Devices. Oh, I'm getting even farther away from it. Okay.
You doing quests? Or not quests, but clue scrolls?
Yeah.
Nice.
Warm and warmer than last time. Just keep going this way. Better not be where Reldo is.
How far up in mining and smithing do I have to get before I can start crafting jewelry?
The same temperature as last time.
Silver is at 20.
Colder than
Gold
last
is at
time.
40.
What? Maybe this way?
Uh-oh. Crafting.
Warmer than last time.
Jewelry. Gold ring is at 5.
Hot and warmer than last time.
And crafting
Hot
11.
and warmer than last time.
So I can make amulets, bracelets, necklaces, and rings for gold.
Last time.
No idea how I got so distracted. I just stopped doing the clue scrolls working on, went back to Slayer. My problem is that I need to start varying it up a little bit more, because I will get like hyper focused on one thing and just continue to do that for, like I said, I literally spent 2 days in the rune sphere in leagues at RS3. I went from 11 to I think I'm at 82 or 83 now.
Is it in here? Is it in here?
And I didn't leave. Cashed in like 5,000 rune span points.
Door is locked.
And tonight when I get back from picking thing 3 up at their holiday party, I'll probably jump back into the, well, no, I'll probably go to bed.
Very hot and warmer than last time. Is it outside the damn city? Reldo, I'm coming to murder you.
Here, I'm switching over to yours. All right,
It's outside.
You're primary now.
It's south of the city. This motherfucker.
I keep looking at
Psychotic bastard.
having that picture.
My TV.
Are we banking or dropping?
Those are for display only? Okay, fine. Well, you know what? I'm gonna steal from this tea stall then. Yoink. I'll show you. That was a task? It's kind of messed up.
All right.
One of your tasks is to steal from the tea stall. Commit a felony.
The picture-in-picture system that I have for our stuff, I wonder if there's a better way of doing it.
And warmer than last time.
Wait,
very hot and warmer
where's my
than last
coal?
time. And the same temperature as
I'll
last
fix
time.
the bank later. Who cares?
Oh my god, is it in the freaking mine? And where was you game? Cool. What the? Where the fuck is this shit? Very hot and warmer than last time. Oh my god. Do I literally have to go square by square?
Damn it, I forgot to throw my uncut diamonds in there.
Jesus Christ.
I can't pick up any of this tin ore someone's dropping.
Oh my god. Did
you find it yet?
Nope. Is it up here? I'm gonna murder Reldo when I'm done with this.
I think you said that a couple of times.
Zap his head off. Ugh.
Are you getting warmer?
I think so. Good. If it's taking me to get attacked by a bear, don't chop down the damn tree. You're getting warmer. Oh, look, there's a bear. Don't even think about it, buddy.
King Czar.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you never know. Holy shit, it's 6:45 already.
Ah!
Oh, Northeast Falador. So it is the same. The Motherlode mine is the same. The Dwarven mines are the same. It's in the same location between the two games.
Yeah. This is stupid. Beyond stupid.
What?
Is it where I can't go? I can't even go in there. Oh my god.
You can't go through that gate right there?
No. Reldo, I hate you so much.
So he gave you a task you can't do.
Wait, yes I can. Haha. Last time I tried to go through, I could not. Maybe because we weren't members yet.
Oh, yeah, probably. It's probably into a new member area or something.
This is the worst. The worst. Do I have to go around the fence? The whole ass fence. Alright. This is terrible.
Yeah, I've never liked the hot and cold style for finding something. Give me the map thing, and let me go crazy trying to figure out where that's at. That's what I say.
On top of this stupid hill.
Oh, well, I've got Nick and Canadian here, since you guys are fairly constant. I want to give you guys an update real quick. Sunday, we're going to be starting stream a little bit later than usual. Usually we start at, 10 a.m. on Sundays, Eastern Time? But it's going to be probably late afternoon, early evening, because we've got something else going on Sunday.
Oh my god, finally.
Oh, Tetra compasses from RS3? Yeah, Tetra compasses are fun.
7 cabbage, 6 shrimp, and a shitty axe.
Well,
Oh boy.
that
Oh,
over hot, cold any day? Yeah. The Tetra compass in the RS3 is kind of nice.
I'm literally going to kill him right now.
Good. Was that a clue scroll?
Yes. A worthless clue scroll.
You doing more clue scrolls?
Yeah. I have one more.
Yeah, we still have probably about 40 more minutes before
I don't want any of your shit, Dark Wizard.
I'm gonna need to
on a
go
mission.
pick up Kid.
I'm on a mission to kill a librarian. Hold up. Hold up. I know what I can do. Put my cup of tea in the bank first, so I don't spill it. Put these worthless ass cabbages in here.
Yeah. I think on Sunday, Nick, we'll probably do something around 4 or 5 o'clock. Is what my assumption would be. Unless something changes. If things do change, I'll make a post in probably my Discord. If you're not in the Discord, you can join the Discord.
I know what else I can do. Hang on.
Do I
Get
not
a chop a
have-
couple trees down here.
Hang on, let me see if this link still works. It should.
Alright.
Yeah, that still works.
Hi, Rildo. You think you're funny, huh? Think you're funny. How do I throw snowballs at him? How do I kill him? Water bolt. On what, Rildo? You can't attack this NPC. Fine, you know what? You know what? I'm burning your library down. Your whole library going up in flames. You did this to yourself. Goodbye. Why would you shut the door? Have fun putting that out with no water, buddy.
Awesome. Yeah, I need to start. I think I haven't made anything in the talk area for a while. I think I'm gonna start chatting in there again. At some point, I should probably post a schedule. Still getting back into the swing of this stuff again.
All right, what is
After
this?
taking however much time off that I took. I think the last time I streamed, I was still going back. I was still going to school.
Wow.
Or maybe I stopped streaming before then. That was the last time I was making. Yeah, I think I stopped streaming before school, and I was still making videos while I was going to school.
Charlie the Tramp again.
I've thought about doing a live stream of me editing some pictures. Rebuilding the muscle memory habit. Yeah, it's mostly the interaction with social media stuff that I've kind of gotten out of the habit of, and especially Discord. And because we pretty much decided to do this, and we've just been pushing record and going. And there's a lot more I'd like to do. There's more building shorts out of some of the stuff that we talk about. There's plenty of stuff I would like to do.
Charlie just asked me for assless chaps.
What did we say about kink shaming earlier?
Like he just realized the way he can make money. I don't even know if I have any. I have studded chaps. He's not getting those. Well, let me take some money out. My hard-earned money. See if the archer guy sells any. If not, Charlie's gonna have to wait.
Wi-Fi talked about streaming or YouTube, but I haven't done anything with it yet. Yeah, if you would, yeah, it's a lot of fun. I know I have enjoyed. I enjoyed streaming back when I was doing it. The guy by the anvil sells them. Canadian said studded chaps.
By the anvil. Oh, regular chaps. Lowe's doesn't have them. This guy's named Lowe.
I'm more for
Lowe's.
recorded stuff, but what we're trying to schedule is a time. Yeah, editing.
Wait.
Editing is a whole thing.
This guy has maybe Horvik.
Although I will say this, DaVinci Resolve for editing is really nice. Regular chaps, I don't know what shop sells them. Don't the regular chaps, isn't it south of the Witch in Southwest Square? The fortune teller.
Oh, the clothes shop? Maybe. She seems like the kind of freak that would sell assless chaps. Hey, lady.
I think I have some flight sim stuff that I did on YouTube. I have
She doesn't.
a couple of my student film stuff that I did. I have some Minecraft stuff that I did. Some weekly update stuff that I did a long time ago.
Ouch. I might just go light Charlie on fire.
Yeah, Mechanical Mastery I stopped about a year ago. Let's see, 2 years ago was my short horror and my documentary. And then I had the flight sim stuff going on before that.
Ew. We had leather in the group storage, and I'm pretty sure I got, yep, needle and thread. All right, Charlie.
But my live stuff, let's see, before old school, I was trying to install Windows XP on a ThinkPad 2 years ago. And then I did Space Punk Beta 2 years ago. Yeah, so it's been a couple years since I've live streamed. Oh, I forgot that I did the Penguin Quest. I was live streaming the Penguin Quests.
Whoa! I sold that battle axe I got from the last scroll. I got 260 coins.
Yeah, I've got flight sim stuff on live stream, past live streams, RuneScape, PUBG, and modded Minecraft.
Buried beneath the ground, who knows where it's found. Lucky. Oh my god! Fucking Reldo.
I should go back to making some more Minecraft stuff. I need to. The next video I need to make, though, I need to make the intro for the stream. You sent me that link this morning, and I looked at it, and then I forgot about it today. I need to re-look at that again, so that we can get we can get all the emotes and stuff.
I gotta go ask Reldo for another orb after I burned his library down. Awkward.
Could be worse.
Uh-oh, his door's shut. Hey, Reldo, what's happening? Not you.
Yeah. That was a good Lumberg voice.
He didn't say anything about me burning the library.
Game's almost 17 years. Canadian, I felt old when my oldest turned 20. That's when I was like, okay, I'm now feeling old.
Gotta shut the door so the oxygen doesn't fan
I
the
have
flames.
a 20-year-old kid.
All right, what are we doing? Cold, but colder than last time?
But yeah, Minecraft being freaking almost 17 years old is crazy.
Warm and warmer than last
It's funny
time.
because I think... Is there a way to check...
Warm but colder than last time. Hey, Charlie. Well, I can't light him on fire directly with the tinderbox. Here you go, buddy.
I remember it being a problem sometimes, I won't lie. Okay. Account... Where do I find this now?
Okay. You're standing in the fire. You're dumb. Alright. Warm but colder than last time. Warm but colder than last time. Warm and warmer than last time. If it is in the same fucking spot. Warm and warmer than last time. It's in the same spot, I bet. This is stupid. Very hot and warmer than last time. It was down here. Oh, my run energy is almost gone. very hot and warmer than last time.
I'm trying to figure out where I,
Did he just rebury that shit after I dug it up? What an idiot.
You are a menace making someone blow up their own base? Jesus. So let's see. 17 years ago. What was I doing 17 years ago? That would have been 2000 and... 2007? 2007. If that's, I believe that's when Minecraft came out, right? Oh, May 17, 2009 was the release. So May 17th, 2009, I would have May of 09. May of 09. I think I would have just gotten off of... Was I just getting off the ship and going into shore duty? Preparing, I think I might have still been, or was that during the second deployment? Or technically fourth deployment, but second long deployment. Fly FF? No. I've never done... This is my first MMO. All right, Ryan. Have a nice evening. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. I appreciate it.
I'm back. I'll have to AFK in a little bit again.
Budget.
I'm
Wow.
hoping the kid make waffle fries.
I was trying to remember when I, what year I left the ship.
Wait, what did that say again? Carpet ahoy.
I left the ship at the end of 08. So in 09, when that would have dropped, I would have already ripped my knee apart and would have been stationed on North Island. Most likely.
Oh, this is definitely not what I said I was going to do today. have to talk to Apo the Carry.
Yeah, no one gets 100% VA. Nope,
You can get 0%.
they kept me on med rest for a while, then sent me to my next duty station, said that I gained too much weight, and honorably discharged me, saying that I couldn't continue. So yeah, they screwed me over pretty good. Yeah, so 2006 I did Iraqi Freedom and Valiant Shield. In 2007 we did Full Eagle. In 2008 we did Enduring Freedom and Malabar 2008, and then I left the ship at the end of 2008. So I was on the ship from late 03 until the end of 08, beginning of 09 is when I shifted off the ship.
How do I get to Catherby from here?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that happened with a lot of the veterans, and it's sad and upsetting, and I was on the process and on the pathway to go back through for VA stuff, and now it's all on hold yet again, so everything's delayed out again. Because of course it is. So, you know, it's wonderful. But I'll be all right. So far, so good. It's just annoying. I finally have a doctor that's taking my knee issues seriously, so that helps quite a bit. I will say. I'm very happy about that. Saying to me what qualifies and what doesn't. Made a claim. She ended up getting a decent percentage. Yeah. So up until this point, I exited active duty in 2010. So it's been 15 years since I was active duty, and I have not made any claim to the VA. I've stayed as far away from the VA as I can. But I'm to the point now where my knee thing is a hindrance, but the biggest thing is my hearing. So I spent, 5, almost 6 years on the flight deck of an aircraft carrier, and I have really bad issues with my hearing. The ringing in my ears, the constant sound of cicadas 24/7. It just sounds, that scream that cicadas have. That's all the time for me. And it's bad enough now where sometimes I can't tell when, like, I think there was a noise earlier today. My wife and I were sitting in the living room, and I had to ask her, do you hear this as well? Or is this just a new noise that's been introduced into my ears? So I'm gonna work on getting at least hearing. I've got back issues and knee issues that just stem from wear and tear, flight deck wear and tear. The knee issues was getting hurt at the fire academy down in Texas. Yeah. After shooting with no ear protection. Yeah, the thing that I could hear our dryer, and midway through asking if she could hear it, realize it was not in fact our dryer. Yeah, it's kind of annoying now. Like, it's going to be some hoops. Thankfully, my local VA is really close, so I don't have to go, like, traveling for all this stuff. It's going to be... You blame the cold medicine. Yeah, I mean, it's... Literally, the VA is 4.5 blocks... The VA hospital is 4.5 blocks away from me. So it's not going to be that difficult to get that part. It's just... I've got to... I'm trying to get all of my ducks in a row, so I found a good doctor, get some diagnoses from her, and then like trying to get all of my paperwork together and all of my stuff together before I go, because sometimes they'll tell you what to get and sometimes they won't. I had 7 years, 7 years in when I got my honorable separation. So I spent 5.5, almost 6 years on an aircraft carrier, and then went to the Federal Fire Academy at Goodfellow Air Force Base in Texas. And when I got hurt there, we were pulling dummies, and I hyperextended my knee. So it went bending backwards. So I went to... No, I was Navy. Federal Fire Academy is at the Air Force Base. So Navy, the Marines, the Air Force all utilize it. It's weird because in the Marines and for the Air Force, it is a MOS straight out of boot camp. For the Navy... It's an elective school later on. So I was the same rank. I went in when I went to Goodfellow and I went to the Fire Academy. I was an E5. I was an NCO in E5. I was the same rank as most of my instructors. But because I was an NCO, outside of study hall or study sessions, I wasn't allowed to hang out with my classmates because they were still on they were on NCO restrictions because they were just out of boot camp and this was their technical school. The instructors there, I couldn't technically hang out with the instructors because technically I was a student, which means there were only 2 other people on that base that I was allowed to socialize with, and that was the 2 other Navy people there. One of them I knew fairly well, so we got along pretty well, and the other one was an absolute ass clown of a human being. So after I got hurt, I ended up... So before they sent me, because I was technically at school and I was limited duty, I couldn't do anything with classes anymore. So they got me on a temporary limited duty as staff at the Navy office. So then I was no longer under the student classification, so I could actually do stuff with, other military people there until they sent me back to San Diego. And then I went limited duty at North Island, where I worked the first lieutenant's office. So I was driving a golf cart around picking up trash with pregnant chicks. Yeah, I know, right? Not being able to be around or talk to NCOs because you just came out of boot camp, it blew my mind too. I don't know what was going on with that. It's an Air Force. The Air Force had a restriction, and the Marines were really strict about it. I think it was the particular school was very strict about it, and all the instructors thought it was a completely asinine thing because they're like, look, there's an entire branch. They don't send a whole lot of people here, but when they do, they're all NCOs. They're all E4, E5, and E6s. And so it was a very weird dynamic. And then I went and go work for the Office of Emergency Management because I got tired of busting around pregnant service ladies at North Island. So I went to go work at the Office of Emergency Management, and that sent me down a crazy pathway for my last couple of years in the Navy. Because I did the emergency management stuff, which landed me my security clearance. And then I got orders to Naval Air Station Meridian, Mississippi. Of all frickin' places, I ended up in landlocked Mississippi at a Navy base, and it was a base where they had regular runways, short runways, arresting gears, and all that stuff for the training pilots out of Pensacola could fly up, and they would treat the airfields as if carrier landings. And so they were the trainer jets. They would come out. They would get used to landing with the cables and the arresting gear that would slow them down really quick. So we were there for marshaling, maintenance, and other general airfield stuff. Landlocked naval base is certainly a phrase. Well, yeah, but I was also I worked exclusively with naval aviation. So it's like, it was one of those fun things. It was all naval aviation stuff. So yeah, but then when I was working there, they had a need for a service member to go work in the Office of Emergency Management detachment for Meridian that would work with Naval Region Southeast. So I ended up leaving the airfield and I ended up filling a billet to work for the Office of Emergency Management down there. And I did that until they informed me that I had been outside of weight standards for too long because I had spent 9 months in a hip to ankle cast or on crutches or a cane. And I wasn't being run that way. And because of that, I wasn't going to be able to qualify to go out to sea again. So they were giving me an honorable discharge with admin waivers, which means I would have to pass extra medical stuff in order to go back out to sea again. Which kind of sucked, to be honest. Because at that point, like I was right at that bridge point where I was like, okay, and the reason why I had gone to that school was because I was planning on making a career out of it. I had extended on the ship till I hit 6 years, and then I had re-enlisted for another 4. So I was ready to have my enlistment being done at... Wish there were strict physical conditions and weight with some of our soldiers. Some of them are embarrassing. I think what you have to take into consideration, and this is, there's some of that happens, but we have to, how do I say this? we have to be careful not to lock ourselves in an older mind of thinking when it comes to what does combat readiness mean. And there is, I will say this, that the system of the BMI system that they have initiated in the military, that they base it off of, where it's height weight, is fundamentally flawed and broken. I am 5'9". I was in the Navy. I was a firefighter. I was running 8 to 10 miles a day on a consistent basis. And because I weighed 230 pounds, I was technically 45 pounds overweight. And so I was constantly best shape of my life, skinny as all get out, but I was considered overweight and borderline obese based on height weight standards. Because at 5'9", you had to weigh a maximum of 185 or 190 pounds depending on the year. Could not do the fitness tests, also could not deploy. Well, if they can't deploy, then the problem is solving itself. Are you active, Ryan? Or is that anecdotal? Just out of curiosity. I'm not slamming you if you aren't active or you didn't serve or whatever. I'm not slamming any of that. Yeah, you get taped every time. You weigh 200 and you need to be 94. And I will tell you this, on the admin side of everyone who gets taped gets sent up the chain as a failure. So that would be a PFT failure in the Navy that you have to then be taped to get the waiver to say that you are cleared for another, whatever it is, 6 months or a year or whatever the flow time is. So technically on the command level, every tape is a failure and the tape is the waiver to allow you to pass. So it's pass with waivers. HRNCO active duty. I haven't been active duty in 15 freaking years. So and the situation, and that's what I'm saying too, is that I got out in 2010. I got the end of 2010. So things may have changed quite drastically, and I am fully open to that because I have not been around the military in 15 years. So that being said, like I said, I don't have the same insights of what is happening now versus what was happening 15 years ago. Oh, okay. AGR, National Guard Active Duty. Awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of differences now, and it could be a much worse problem now, or they may have fixed some of those things from when I was active and I was running a work center on the ship, and how we had to do things. It's I think the BMR side of things, there's a lot of things that are broken before. Oh, and where I was going with that, I think that we need to start rethinking what readiness is. I don't think that everyone that being deployable ready should be equal across the board, because I understand how running and ruck tracks and all that stuff that the Marines and the Army go through, they're a ground-based unit. I will never understand why in the Navy I was physical readiness trained for running when the set of muscles for running is not the same set of muscles for climbing up those stupid ladderways and stuff on the ship, because they're not quite vertical, but they're damn near vertical ladder wells to go up and down between the decks. And so to me, I think that we need to start dipping and pushing into what we are combat ready and physical readiness for in each individual situations. Yeah, the higher rank can stay in. I've always been frustrated about that. It's something, we base promotions on, very important to pass. If you have to pass to promote, so should they. I agree with that. I'm not going to sit here and disagree with that. I think that, unfortunately, our current SecDef is... I think there are more important things that we are faltering in readiness standards and readiness for than physical fitness for the armed services across the board. I think that the current SecDef's priorities are largely optics. Yeah, thank you, Hill. Are largely optics, and we need to be... If you want to overhaul physical training and physical fitness, more power to you. I don't think that the physical standards for for someone in the Army or the Marines who's on the ground in the front lines need to be the same physical readiness standards that we have for doctors and nurses. That should be the same physical, unless they are combat medics. Then obviously you have the combat physical readiness, but I don't think those physical standards need to be the same that they have on ships. I don't think that physical readiness standards on flight deck should necessarily, on the ship or the flight deck, should necessarily be the same that you would have on a submarine. I think that if you are a drone pilot, you should not necessarily have to have the same physical readiness standards as an actual, like a fighter pilot or a C-130 pilot or AWAC pilot. I think that I think that there needs to be a lot of variance in what your job position, what your job is, your MOS or whatever, your rate, your MOS or whatever. I'm not sure what does the Army call that, the job. I think Air Force is an AR, Air Force, is it AS something or other? I can't remember what they all are. Oh, you guys do use MOS. Okay. I wasn't sure. We have a whole different messed up system coming from the Navy. But I think that there should be a bare minimum set of requirements. That should be a bare minimum set of requirements. And then your MOS or your rate or your job should have its own set of requirements. And that should be what the focus is on. Because it's a whole different ball. Like, I would not expect the culinary guys to have the same physical readiness that myself, when I was a flight deck firefighter, would have to have, because they're not putting on the silver suit. They're not donning an SCBA. They're not climbing on top of on fire aircraft or crashed aircraft, pulling pilots who are knocked unconscious because they slammed into the deck too hard out of a cockpit of an airplane that is still on, that is actively firefighting, actively going on it, and we're doing a rescue operation. I don't think the culinary guy that's down there cooking up this week's chicken dinner needs to have the same readiness standards. I think there should be a bare minimum, but I don't think that those two equate at all for what goes on. That's just my old veteran bitchiness about it. I get it if you want the optics. I get you want to be able to look at people and see the creme de la creme fit and everything else. But I tell you what, if I have to pick up one of those skinny guys who's kind of gym muscle, or you give me the 6'4", 270-pound cornbread guy out of Nebraska that looks like he's 40 pounds overweight, but he can lift up the 300 pounds that we need him to lift with one arm on the flight deck for a firefighting drill. Give me the fat guy that can lift that stuff and that can do that job, because that's who I'll trust in that position, is someone who doesn't have to think about it. But once again, that's kind of neither here nor there, I guess, anymore. I don't have a dog in the fight. I just find it weird that we're worried about the optics of it. And that's my venting and my ranting and my raving. Sorry, Hill, for hijacking this entire thing. Oh, is she not? She must have stepped away. I just think there's deeper problems. I think we need to get clever, and we're trying to hold on to old ideas, and we're not moving forward. You know, I think, and once again, I'm not trying to get horribly political about anything, because that's not what I want to do. But, you know, you hear the president talking about, I think when he addressed the troops, or he addressed the generals and the admirals, he said something about not making as many boats as we once did. And he talked about World War II, how many boats we were making. We don't need to make as many boats anymore. I like the idea of a merit system. The only thing I would caution about a merit-based system is that if you're going to do a merit-based system, then you need to eliminate everything else out of the equation. If we're going to input in a merit system, how do you implement a good enough merit system that doesn't end up shifting toward brown nosing? Because there's one thing to prove to do the job, and it's yours. That's great in theory, but in practice, and anyone who's come up through the ranks, and as an NCO, you've seen this more times than not. On paper, you have the merits, but who makes the determination at the end of the run? If you really wanted to do a merit-based system, I don't know how. Like I said, once again, it's it's a great idea in theory. I don't know how to implement it in a fair and unbiased way. And once again, this is coming from 15 years ago, but the amount of racism, and I'm a white guy. I'll be very upfront about this. I am extraordinarily white. But we had a series of chief petty officers, E9s, that they didn't like me personally, and he made it very clear that he didn't like me personally because I was white. And so qualifications that I had gone through and gotten the paperwork on would accidentally get lost. Things would be pushed aside. And it wasn't a merit thing, because even with all of those problems, I was still given my own work center, ended up being very successful with that because he didn't have a choice in it. Merit-based, if you were talking to him, then merits on the merits that he saw, I was not qualified for those jobs. So it all depends on what those merits are and how they're recorded. Because a merit-based system, to me, is another... It's another new keyword that has no or very little actual meaning. Everyone wants to say it's going to be merit-based, it's going to be merit-based. It's like, okay, well, how do you get those merits? Well, if they're qualified to do the job, they'll get the job. Okay, who determines and how do we determine? How do we measure this? And it becomes, to me, merit-based has become another synergistic. It's a synergy. There is no quantifiable measurement for it. It's what everybody wants to do right now, and so it becomes a corporate keyword. And when we start implementing corporate keywords into military readiness, I get worried. Because it sounds great in theory, but as any NCO that has had people under them will tell you, that's a whole different ballgame. And even the smallest things, like how people word evals and evaluations, goes into so much more. And I don't know, and I honestly, I don't know how to fix it. I really don't. In the Navy, in order to make rank, you have time served in current rank, you have your evaluations. So you've got your yearly or every 6 months, yearly evals. And then you have to take a proficiency test about all aspects of your current rate, or MOS would be the thing. So you have to take a written test, which is 350 questions, I think it was. It was a multi-hour operation to take a test. And then, so how you did on the test, you get how you did on a test, how your evaluations were, how your physical readiness standings were, what extracurricular medals and all that would go into your evaluation score. And then your time served in your current rating or your current rank would all get mashed together into a listing. And so you would have your number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. So everyone was given like a number score based on how they did on all of those things. And then there were billets for each of those ranks. So let's say that for example, the year that I made E5 or Petty Officer Second Class. So I was an Aviation Bosun's Mate Handler, ABH. That was my rating or my MOS, but I was an ABH2, Aviation Bosun's Mate Handler Second Class. And I scored extraordinarily well on the test. My evals were not as good as they could have been, but they were not bad. They were pretty good. I had a lot of extra stuff. I was the maintenance officer for my work center that I was in for crash and salvage. I was the hazmat officer for crash and salvage. And so those things were added to my evals. So my evals were pretty good. The year that I made Petty Officer Second Class, I was one of 26 Navy-wide, which means there was 26 of us. I was in the top 26 because that was the Navy-wide. They were only taking in 26 second-class petty officers for my rating that year. And so that's how then they do it. So then the 27th one just doesn't make rank because he didn't score as well as some other people. And I thought it was a really good way of setting that up, unless you had people that were brown nosing and fudging up evals, which ended up kind of happening for people who had been hey King Cesar, for people who had been in that rank longer. They were giving better evals to pad the scores a little bit more. And so there's going to be problems that way. But I thought it was a fairly fair system. I always thought the Navy system was very fair that way of ranks and who got to move up. Sorry, Hill. I feel like I've kind of completely hijacked this thing.
Well, I was gone part of the time anyway because I was helping the kid make food.
Oh, okay. Awesome. And I just looked at the time, and it's 7:44 p.m., which means we're going to have to wrap this up because I got to leave in like 15 minutes.
Yep.
Normally on Sundays, we would be starting at 10 a.m. Eastern U.S. time. However, because we have something going on Sunday, we will be online between 4 and 5. In the middle of that, I got 100 million drop. Holy crap, Nick. Nice. We will be back on Sunday afternoon, evening, probably close to 5 p.m., hopefully closer to 4, but by 5 we'll definitely be online. You can always reach out to me if you have questions about that on our Discord. But until then, there's the link to the Discord. I appreciate Ryan. It was awesome to meet you and talk to you. It's really interesting to be able to have these conversations without letting politics get too much into it. And just kind of on the face of things. Like not knowing what your politics are, right-leaning, left-leaning, you not knowing what mine are, and being able to have this conversation without any previous knowledge of that stuff is kind of interesting way of doing it. I don't think I've ever had that conversation without knowing where someone was coming from beforehand, and I kind of enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Politics, it doesn't matter. Unfortunately, it seems to infect way too much, and I think there are a lot of decisions that's being made with the military and the National Guard that are politically motivated and generated, and it kind of makes me sad that everything has become so political. And it's not just this administration that did it. It's been happening more and more. You know, I started in the military, active duty military under Bush, and the transition from Bush to Obama. I saw plenty of political stuff happening on the ships. It has gotten worse and worse as time has gone on. And it kind of makes me sad because politics shouldn't matter, especially when talking about this kind of thing. And readiness, especially when it comes to military. I don't think politics should matter.
No. They shouldn't.
But anyway, I gotta go to the bathroom before I leave. And then I got 2 hours of driving I gotta do before I get to go to bed. And it's almost 8 p.m. Eastern time. Thank you guys for coming out. Ryan, like I said, it was amazing to meet you. DMs are always open on Discord. I'm OpenDarkwing there. I'd love to continue the conversation, especially with someone who's active duty. I don't know too many active duty people like I used to. I've been out of it for way too long. But yeah. You'll be around? Awesome. I hope to see you on Sunday. Nick, it's awesome to see you again. Canadian, I don't know if you're still around. We'll be back Sunday evening. Thank you for the follow for... Hang on. Where is this thing? I don't know where this all went. I'm still learning some of this again. All right. Well, thank you guys all. And I will see you guys on Sunday. You are King Czar. Okay, awesome. Stream snipe. Fun. Good night, guys.